Hey, my name is Phil from legitmarketingreviews.com. In today's video, we're going to be looking at an AI content writer called articleforge. Now, in this articleforge review, I want to show you exactly what this tool does, how it actually works, and by the end of this video, you should know if it's right for you. And if you're thinking about getting started with articleforge, there is actually a 5-day free trial, and I've left a link to that in the description, and if you use that link, you'll also be helping support this channel. Okay, so first of all, what is articleforge? Like I mentioned earlier, it is an AI content writing tool, which basically allows you to input a few different topics about what you want to talk about, and it's going to pop out an entire article. Now, the good thing about this is, unlike a lot of article creators out there, this one actually sounds pretty good. I've gone ahead and done some tests, and the plagiarism has come out really good as well. I'll show you these examples soon. But overall, the best part is you can put in a topic. You can also put in subheadings, and out is going to be a nice article. So what I'm going to do right now is actually jump behind the screen and show you articleforge. Okay, so first of all, let's start here at the articleforge website. As you can see straight away, we are on currently articleforge 3.0. I believe they just released this within the last month or so. So this is probably quite an up-to-date review versus a lot of other ones out there. So it's pretty good to see. Now, if we come through the content, once again, their whole entire sort of selling point is they create high quality content in less than 60 seconds, but majority of the time it's going to be more depending on how long your content is going to be. The good thing is they do write up to 750 words or even more using a few tricks. I'll talk about that in a second. But the good parts about this particular tool is it's going to be quite optimized. You can add things in like headings. You can also add in different types of feelings for it, right? It might be a positive content, a positive article. It might be a negative article. It actually takes all of these things into account. So you can really nail and niche down to what you're trying to actually create. There's a few examples here. We'll go through it instead. But the whole idea behind this tool is making it as simple as possible. So basically you put in your keyword, you choose things like the length, you wait 60 seconds or more depending on the length, and then you receive your article. And it says you can see 100% unique content, and I've actually got a few examples to show you. So we'll go through that and you can see for yourself. Now, once again, we're already at the pricing, so I might as well talk about it. There is a 5-day free trial for all of the plans. If you're not happy within 5 days, you can actually cancel. You won't be charged, anything like that. So just keep in mind, it's worth having a play with. Just remember the 5-day period. And there's two different types of billings. We've got monthly and yearly. The yearly, you save 51%, which is a crazy amount of money. Of course, you get billed annually. So for the standard, which is up to 250,000 words, and to give you a bit of context, when I create my articles personally, I try to write between 1,000 to 2,000 words. So this is going to give me anywhere between 125 and 250 articles per month, right? So that's a lot of words. And if you're creating multiple articles for multiple websites, there is an ability to actually sync with WordPress, so you can automatically generate articles. There's also a bulk article generation tool as well. So if you're someone that would be interested in that, there's also the unlimited plan. Now, if you go monthly, it is $57 a month, so it is a big step from yearly. Once again, I'd probably get the 5-day trial, have a bit of a play with it, get some articles out, and then you can decide for yourself if it's worth it or not. So let's get into it right now. So here is my home dashboard. Here's my home screen. When you first get started with articleforge, it will take you to this page here. Now, there is one video that is embedded. You'll notice I've actually paused it on this particular part of it because I found this was probably the most important thing. When you go to create an article, what you want to do is create sort of a long tail type of word that you want to actually create the article about. Instead of just writing something like chiropractor, you want to give it a little bit more information. So this is saying the intent is finding the benefits, the keyword you want to rank for, which is chiropractor, and then any other critical information. For this particular one, it's a location, which is Miami. If you can add these three things together, you're going to get a much more niched down article versus putting something in very broad. Highly recommend checking out this video, but this is the most important part of it for sure. Now, just before we get stuck into it, on the left, I'll give you a quick tour. We've got here new articles, your existing articles you've created. We've also got, if you integrate with WordPress, so you can actually publish directly to WordPress. We've also got a post scheduler that works with WordPress. We've got some information about your usage. You've got API information. We've also got here affiliates if you're an affiliate marketer. And then we've got here the help center. So it's very basic. It's very simple what you need to do in here. So let's go ahead and create a new article. So here we are on the new article page. What we want to do inside of here is write in a keyword, and then we want to add in some sub keywords. So the way I like to look at this is think of the main topic you want to rank for. Once again, remembering we want a long tail. And then in the sub keywords, what you can do is actually write some sub headings. And if you put these two together, you've pretty much created an article, right? So what I'm going to do for this particular example is create an article based around what is a co-working space, right? So this is what I'm going to be writing about. As you can see, I've been creating articles related to this. I've got a pretty cool domain I just wanted to create some content for, so this is what I'm going to do. Now, if you're stuck for headings or anything like that, what I've actually done is just Google and got some ideas from existing links that are out there. So for example, I could say what type of co-working spaces are available. So I'll just say types of co-working spaces, right? Next one, we could say who uses co-working spaces. We've also got things like the average cost of co-working spaces, right? So this is getting quite specific. Right, and we'll just do a couple more. I believe you can do 5. The future of co-working. And also one more. The biggest 5 advantages of co-working. Biggest 5 advantages of co-working. Okay. So we've got our sort of sub keywords here, and the reason I like doing this is because it's basically like subheadings in your article. If you add these, it's going to create information below them, just like a heading. It makes life so much easier, especially versus AI copywriting tools where you have to keep feeding it information. You just put this basic information in and it's going to work for you. Now, if we scroll down, we've got some customizations we can add. So first of all, we've got the article length. You can do short if you just want to do like a blurb, something like that. We've also got short, medium, and long. I'm going to use long because I've added in loads of different sub keywords. This is what I recommend you do if you're trying to create articles. Now you can add in titles, you can add in images, you can also embed videos. It's going to find one on YouTube for you to use. You can also replace keywords with links if you want. So basically what that means is if I had a link to an article I wanted to rank for, or maybe an affiliate product, I could put in add new replacement, and then it's going to ask for the particular word I want to be hyperlinked, and it's going to ask for the URL. So that's pretty cool. I personally like to do them manually though. We've also got here post to your WordPress blog if you want to automatically post it. And then there is an integration with Word AI, which is going to allow you to spin it really nicely because Word AI is quite a powerful tool. But this is what I'm going to use for majority of the time. It's quite basic, but it is super effective. So I'm going to go ahead, click create new article. And to be honest, this is going to take a little bit of time, potentially up to 3 or 4 minutes. I'll time it just to let you know. But the longer the article is going to be, the longer it is going to take to actually work. So I'll pause the video and let you know how long it takes. Okay, so that has now completed. It took about 3 minutes, probably 2.5 minutes to actually finish. So that's really good to see. And if we click here to see the result, this is where we can actually see our article. Now, when we come in here, there's a few different options. We've got here operations, which is going to allow you to export or post to WordPress. We've also got a spinner if you want to change it. And then finally, we can copy it if we want to add it to your different blogs. You've also got the HTML here if you want to embed it that way. But overall, it's pretty good. So let's have a quick read. So the first paragraph, the concept of a co-working space is fairly new, but has been around for many years. Founded by hackers in 1995, it's real interesting. These facilities share space, information, and tasks among members. The term co-working was coined by video game designer Bernard de Koven, who believes that co-working is a way to faster collaborate and share ideas. So you can see it's really high quality content. It's really interesting. It's really targeted, and it's pulled information off the internet that's really relative. Now, interestingly, it gave me the title, The Biggest 5 Advantages of Co-working Spaces. However, I'd probably change that back to my original, what is a co-working space, and then go from there. Now, it's talking about the advantages once again. This isn't probably the best example of an article that's created. However, I wanted to show you the real deal of what you can actually expect. So if we come down, still talking about benefits. So I'd probably rewrite this article one more time, just to give you an idea of some of the other articles I've actually got with this tool. I wonder if it's actually having a bit of a spaz because I just created an article before. What are the benefits of a co-working space? So first I'll show you my original one I created, because I did do a plagiarism test on it. So I want to show you how that looks. So how to choose the right co-working space. There's some factors to choose or to consider when choosing a co-working space. The location. So this talks about everything that you could possibly want with a co-working space. It is very accurate. I've gone through the entire article and I was more than happy with it. I even did the plagiarism test, which I talked about before. 94% unique, 6% plagiarized, and that is only this first sentence. There are some factors to consider when choosing a co-working space. So apart from that, I mean, that is incredible considering it all makes sense and it sounds pretty good. So let's try one more article just so we can make sure this thing works. I know co-working isn't the most popular sort of thing to talk about, so let's do something a little bit more generic. What are the benefits of affiliate marketing, right? Because I'm an affiliate marketer. And inside here, let's talk about work remotely. Let's talk about passive income, and let's talk about one more topic, which is going to be scalability with advertising. These are pretty tough. Let's give it a test and see how it works. Once again, long form, it'll probably take about 3 or 4 minutes once again. So I'll click create article and let's see what happens. Okay, so that has just completed. Once again, it took about 2 to 3 minutes as it's quite a long article. So I'm going to click here to see the results. Just before I do, I should have probably, as an example, actually followed this instruction here. Is if you want to talk about the pros and cons of a keyword, you can enter advantages or disadvantages as 2 sub keywords. So inside of here, this would have been a perfect example. But regardless, it's all good to go. So let's see what we got. So let's see what this article says. What are the benefits of affiliate marketing? Affiliate marketing is a lucrative business model that allows organizations to market and generate revenue without incurring any startup costs. It is responsible for approximately 16% of all US e-commerce sales. Wow, that's really interesting. This model is beneficial to both parties as it reduces startup costs and increases overall revenue. In addition, it provides a high ROI. This makes it a desirable business venture for those who want to make a modest income from home. So this is incredible. That is a great first paragraph to start. It's low cost. This has got really good information. So I believe this is a very cool article. Affiliate marketing has potential to expand the reach of a brand. With the help of affiliates, you can reach an entirely new audience. That is very true. These are great. So as you can see, sometimes the last example wasn't that good. However, this one is really good. I would definitely use it. The only thing I'd probably change in here is it's used affiliate marketing quite a bit in the first initial words. In terms of SEO, you probably want to mix up the starting words of each one. So I'd probably just rewrite a few things inside of here. But overall, I think this is incredible. So I would actually copy and paste that. Now, if you come down, it looks like there's even some different types of versions, right? Where you can add in spin tags, things like that. I believe if you have the Word AI integration as well, you can also do so down below. But apart from that, that is another article. And this one I'm actually really proud of. It's a very good article indeed. So I'll just quickly show you the other pages of articleforge, and then you'll sort of know exactly what you're in for if you want to get started. I highly recommend checking it out because it is quick, and I'll talk about the benefits of that in a second. So inside here, you can add your WordPress blog, and you can bulk import blogs if you wish. Inside of the post scheduler, once you've got your blogs added, you can actually schedule them inside of here. We've also got information about your usage. Once again, I'm on the trial, so if you are thinking about getting the trial, this is what you can expect to see. You can use 10,000 words in your trial, and then after that, you can have, if depending on what your plan you're on, you can either have 250,000 or unlimited. Now there's also an API key here. There are a few third-party tools you can integrate with, just to let you know that's where you get your key. Then we've also got the affiliate dashboard, and then finally the help center. So that's basically Article Forge. What I'm going to do right now is jump behind the screen and talk about a few extra things. Okay, so that is Article Forge. Now, as you can see, it is very easy to actually use. The content that is generated from it is very high quality and super niche down to the particular inputs that you've actually put in. Now, the first example didn't come out as perfect as I would have hoped, like the other articles that I had, but that is life. You know, sometimes these AI content writers won't be perfect. However, they will still be very good. All you need to do is go back and actually change the different types of keywords that you add to get something more accurate. Now, overall, I think this tool would be great for anyone who creates different types of websites or different blogs and wants to get some information on there as fast as possible for either indexing or ranking. This will definitely help you get there, as it is unique and it is laser targeted, so it is going to give you a right step in the right direction. And once again, if you're unsure, there is still that 5-day free trial. I've left a link for that in the description. So if you just want to test it out, go and grab that and have a little play. You can have up to 10,000 words for free. Anyway, that is my Article Forge review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe. I've got some epic videos coming out in the near future. That's it from me. I'll see you on the next one.